How does the Techno Optimist Manifesto compare to the famous Agile Manifesto? Let's take a kind of a shallow dive in and compare the two in this quick video. The Agile Manifesto is dense. It's a distillation of ideas from professional software engineers who had their battle scars. They learned from their whole career how to successfully deploy software, and they distilled their ideas into 4 guiding principles. And by the way, they're just guiding principles. They actually say at the top, while we value the things on the right, we prefer the things on the left. One of them is working software over comprehensive documentation. In other words, you actually want to create working software, not just a bundle of documentation with no working software. They're not saying don't create any documentation. Like, clearly, you have to have some documentation or you'll never get to having working software. They just say, at the expense of software that works, don't keep producing documentation in a never-ending loop, right? And they discovered these things from their life, from their career. So these are kind of like wisdom-based or heuristics. So I want to contrast that with the manifesto that was released today by Andreessen Horowitz on the A16Z website, the Techno Optimist Manifesto. So the Techno Optimist Manifesto is more like a traditional manifesto. When you think of someone sitting in a cabin typing on a typewriter, you get a lot of text. And that's kind of how this manifesto plays out. So first of all, let me confess my bias. I'm a bit of a techno optimist. I think technology solves our problems. The reason why the human race has been elevated is corresponded with the rise and the advent of the technologies that we've created. So I completely agree with this manifesto. But I guess if I had any constructive criticism for it, I think it's not going to take off in the same way that the Agile Manifesto has within the software community. And the reason for that is because this manifesto has linked itself to some ideas, and maybe I need to think about it more. Maybe I'm missing the links here. But the very first thing it says is you're being lied to, or we're being lied to. And it talks about how the media is portraying a choice between technology or jobs, and that's actually not true. Now, I don't know if that's a conscious lie. I think it might be someone else's perspective that I disagree with. I don't know that I would go so far as to call that a lie, because that creates polarization. It creates an us versus them feeling. And I don't see any reason to do that. I don't see why you'd want to politicize or why you'd want to polarize around techno-optimism. The other thing is that he ties in capitalism and the free market, and that the free market is the most efficient way to bring about a successful, progressive, Star Trek-like utopian future, right? And there's a lot of people who disagree with that. I kind of agree with it, but there's a lot of people who disagree, and you're going to lose that audience from what I think is the core message, which is that technology helps humans. If you look at history, people forget that productivity is a good thing. Having more free time to spend with your family, to spend creating, is a good thing. And we don't all need to be chained to our jobs. And as technology gets more efficient and better and causes us to be more productive, it's going to be a boom for humanity. It's going to be a good thing, right? So I agree with the Techno Optimist Manifesto. I just kind of wish that some of the things that could be orthogonal were pushed off to the side to get to the core message. And it occurs to me that I'm giving constructive feedback to a billionaire, so, don't have me killed, please. But this is constructive feedback, and generally speaking, I'm on the same team. So all that said, I would say it's worth reading. It's a bit long. It's broken into chapters, and give it a look. It just came out today. It's quite interesting. The Techno Optimist Manifesto. Did I say techno-utopian early in this video? I hope not. If I did, I said it wrong. Anyways, cheers. And hey, if you like this content at all, smash the subscribe button, and don't forget to tap the like button if you enjoyed this video. And if you want to see another one, here's another possible video for you to check out about how large language models can make software documentation easier. Bye-bye.